When I think overpowered anime characters, the ones that come to my mind first are One Punch Man, Kirito, Steve from Minecraft, and now, at last, Keanu Reeves, the most overpowered anime character of all time. Now, for those of you who don't know who Keanu Reeves is, he's a celebrity dude that is going to be playing in the new Cyberpunk 2077 game. And no matter what his actual feats are in there, or no matter what his feats are in any other movie he plays, you don't understand they are all prisms refracting the light that is Keanu Reeves and turning him into more lesser characters. Not nearly as strong like John Wick or Cyberpunk dude. Unfiltered, Keanu Reeves is at his finest, and that is when he is truly the most powerful anime character of all time. Now, some may argue that no, if I am memeing here, well then technically Farmer with a Shotgun, Ramen Guy from Naruto, or even more importantly, Lord Twigo would be more overpowered. But here is where you're wrong, because Keanu Reeves' power does not stem from physical force. He's overpowered because he would never actually get into a fight with any of them. Even someone like Lord Twigo, whose power is unmatched within the realm of anime, cannot defeat Keanu Reeves if he can't fight Keanu Reeves. So, in my series analyzing overpowered characters done right, women and gentlewomen, I bring you something I've never attempted before, and that is an OP analysis on the Keanu Reeves meme. That is correct. I want to start doing OP analyses on memes, analyzing the most overpowered of memes in a completely serious and not at all satirical way, so definitely subscribe for future of these videos. Today we're talking about Keanu Reeves, a guy who was in E3, and when they announced his new game coming up, someone in the crowd shouted out, "You're breathtaking!" And without a moment's hesitation or a moment's notice, he immediately whips around, points to the man in the crowd, or at least in the general direction, I don't know, and says, "You're breathtaking!" Then turns to Zawardo and says, "You're all breathtaking." That is pure beauty on Keanu Reeves' end, and because of the sheer wholesomeness and the fact that he was able to do this without a second thought so brilliantly, he became a meme like no other. Whereas most memes are meant to satirically poke and jab at things, Keanu Reeves is a meme of wholesomeness, and that is what makes him overpowered done right. While every meme is an antagonist to life itself, Keanu Reeves has the potential to be a protagonist, or at least an anti-hero. I don't know where memes exactly fall on the good and evil spectrum. But now that Keanu had this epic response, firing back a "you're breathtaking" from whence the "you're breathtaking" originally spouted forth, the internet all of a sudden noticed so many more fascinating things that Keanu has done in the past, and all of them are with quick, brilliant replies that aren't exactly warranted, but are then welcomed. His replies weren't the replies we deserved, but they were the replies we needed. Keanu Reeves managed to become the wholesome Batman of internet responses, and memes once again is inspiring another generation to work on themselves to become better. Keanu Reeves is overpowered because he can end any battle instantly before the battle even begins. This is the power of the Reeves. In an interview, Keanu Reeves was asked, "What do you think happens after death?" A question that can never ever make anyone happy with the answer. If the guy says, "Well, I believe after death, I'm going to heaven," atheists will be pissed off. If he says, "I believe there's nothing after death," religious people will be pissed off. Regardless, this is a trap question where no possible answer can bring the world closer to unison and harmony. But Keanu Reeves says, "I know what happens after death. The people that love someone that dies will miss them," which is not the intended answer, and it's not the answer they expected, but it was the answer they needed. It was a unifying answer, turning the world on top of its head, explaining to us the far deeper philosophy behind mankind. Whether it comes to politics, or whether it comes to atheism, or whether it comes to religion, there's always friction. People will always find a reason to fight. But with Keanu Reeves' simple answer, he also told a meta commentary on the entirety of society. The fact that when someone dies, those that loved that person will miss them very much is true no matter where you fall on the religious or political spectrum. It is a truth that is in the heart of everyone, and it brings the world closer to solace every moment. What do you think happens after death? Those that loved the person that died will miss them very much. Some may view this as a pacifistic approach, simply not wanting to put his head on the chopping block, not wanting to get into a discussion which will involuntarily anger someone. But no, it's not. This was Keanu Reeves abusing his overpowered abilities. Keanu Reeves is the most overpowered anime character because with this, he not only attacks attacked the interviewer, but he attacked the fabric of society itself. People that fight over meaningless things were the target of this line. A line that seemed wholesome and beautiful underneath, but was meant to rock the foundations of society because we live in a society. Keanu Reeves is wholesome Joker. For so many people in this day and age, toxicity has overridden their senses of right and wrong, so that anyone that is against them in a philosophical matter, such as religion or politics, is against them in any way, shape, and form. They are now an enemy. They are someone they wouldn't want to deal with and someone they detest because of this. And Keanu attacks that person who has that toxic mindset without even making it look like it was an attack. That is what makes him overpowered. Keanu looked like he was harmlessly drawing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but in actuality, he wasn't trying to build up his defenses. He was building Exodia! And you see this in all of his other replies as well, which are essentially silent, sneaky, and unnoticed massive sucker punches to the gonads of the world. And you know I'm serious because I said the world, not the world. When Keanu was asked what makes him so well grounded, in other words, how can he keep and retain this beautiful aspect of humility that almost every other celebrity fails now that they have all forms of social prowess above the meager mortals surrounding them? And Keanu replies with the most brilliant philosophical answer he can. What keeps him grounded? Gravity. It seems like he's making a joke. It seems like he's harmlessly making a play on words, but no. People misunderstand every action of Keanu Reeves. His intentions were wholesome, but they were wholesome through strength. He's trying to break the will of the world and create one anew. But he's not trying to do it through violence. He's doing it through pacifism and memes, two far more powerful processes of attack. Once again, the question posed to him, what keeps you so well grounded, is immediately going to cause some form of dystopia. Whatever answer he will come up with can be taken in a bad light. If he says, no, I am not well grounded, all of society will say, what? You're not playing Tuber Simulator? I mean, what? You're not well grounded? Well, F you then, because everything celebrity says is now like basically the word of God somehow. I don't know why celebrities are revered in such a fashion. I mean, wow, that guy can play in a movie. Now let's follow his life advice and stuff. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time. Keanu destroys that notion by not saying no, he is not humble. Keanu instead, by replying gravity, also avoided saying what actually keeps him grounded. Because as we know, he's either a completely grounded individual who's someone who's doing a really freaking good job making it look like he's a grounded individual. I'm more inclined to believe the first, but more on that later. If Keanu would have explained what keeps him grounded, it is acknowledging his humility. And acknowledging humility, by definition, is an absence of humility. If someone asks you, why are you humble? And you say, I am humble because, it's like basically walking up to someone and saying, I'm humble, which in itself is not humble. The question of what keeps you grounded was a complete trick question devised by the forces of evil. Whether it's the Illuminati, it's hardcore, anti-vaxxers, or Satan, the question was brilliant, completely destroying all chances of escape, but Keanu still manages to do it anyway. He breaks the fourth wall, no, the fifth wall, by saying gravity is what keeps him grounded. Because not only does he not cave into admitting he has humility, which in itself is not humble, but gravity is something that keeps us all grounded. We all have the ability to be grounded just like Keanu. His answer applies to literally everyone, just like his answer to the what do you believe is after death question. All of his replies are uplifting to the world. And you know I'm serious because I said the world, not Zawarudo. And now let's double back for a moment, because this is the exact same philosophy in the you're breathtaking answer. He was caught off guard. He was not expecting a question when he was told he was breathtaking, so his first answer was, no, you're breathtaking. But then, realizing what he said, he then changed it to, you're all breathtaking. Just like gravity keeps us all grounded, and just like all of our loved ones will miss us when we eventually die. Keanu Reeves' machinations in order to bring the world closer to one another is through including everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you are breathtaking. I understand that I explained this entire video through memes because I didn't think anyone would take this title seriously whatsoever. But there is a philosophy here that I would like to mention as well. Being that I have, believe it or not, through the memes and jokes I've been making until here, setting up valid points about what makes Keanu so liked, you have to understand whenever a meme gets popular, there is an underlying psychology behind why the meme got popular. And honestly, as wholesome as some memes are, no memes are wholesome to the point of including everyone, especially coming from someone like Keanu Reeves, who is a celebrity. Just the term celebrity alone sets a boundary between the higher level celebrities, whoa, and the mere mortals that aren't fit to be on that high plane of existence. The word celebrity creates a boundary. Whether for good or bad, it's not the point. The point is the boundary exists and it differentiates between people. What Keanu Reeves does, even though he's a celebrity, is not only tear down the boundary between celebrities and everyone else, but between everyone else and everyone else. Everyone's breathtaking. Everyone's loved ones will miss them when they die, whether they believe there is something after death or not. And gravity is what keeps you grounded. It's realizing that everyone is breathtaking that keeps you grounded. The memes that spread from this are pretty overpowered as well. It's the most wholesome thing in the world. And it's funny because everyone can relate to this, but not only that, the meme was meant for anyone scrolling past it. I know it's almost preachy, but you have to understand the greatness of what made this meme great. What made this meme great is that we are all breathtaking. Keanu can be humble without preaching. He doesn't talk about how we're ruining the environment and then fly his private jet, which essentially kills the environment, like many other celebrities do. It's through his non-action and his ability to look like anyone else in society that make his words hit so much harder. That is what makes him an overpowered anime character done right. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. Whether it was the meme aspect or the analysis aspect, feel free to subscribe for future videos, as well as hit the bell for the sake of watching those future videos, because I don't see how you'd be able to get them without the bell. YouTube's pretty cool like that. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, link in the description. It would be really appreciated if you supported me on Patreon, link in the description. All patrons are invited to the Discord server, and it honestly helps me survive through the constant demonetizations and stuff. In fact, my latest video is copyrighted, so isn't that cool? I especially wanted to thank David Denole, Sage of Snake, Wilson Fletcher, Team Sparky65, Nemo, Girthy Wormjin, Fernando Costa, Chunky Nibbles, Allison Stricker, The Wolf of Guard, JD Fincher, Q-Tip, Elaser, Shin, The Ethan, Ravy Landek, Nick Sands, Kevin McLean, Jordan, Jungner, White Noise 32, Stanley Ramsrud, Best is Daddy Cross, Mitchell Garnett, Mira Ramirez, Chessie, Trigreen, Hammers the Great, Thidges Hendricks, Nicholas Anderson, Ian Martin, praise the Lord the Gilgameshu, Serial Flex Offender, Sheenon, Lord Sash Omaro, Kid Ori, JJ Slaybrams, Sodden Grider, Joshua Faber, Seymour Butts, dope name, The Night Brights, LJ Kaiser Wanar, Alias Anden Soko, Nothing But a Fan, Divine Reigns, Teakui, Skylar Leg, some guy named Bob, Samuel Guzman, Burning Halo, Los Polos Hermanos, Juan Centeno, King Rambo, Jeffrey Balthazar, Camelane, and Karma. I also wanted to thank the Lord Twigo Rank, Anthony Booth, Steelers, Chubbs is the Man, Noctris 13, Matthew Yang, Zach Klapperick, Pod 6 was Joikes, Elliot Gonzalez, MD, Adria Pika, Soza Nerdified, Everest, The Ninth Master, Christopher Smith, and Typical Anime. Thanks to the God Usopp Rank, Dark Element, Eduardo Flores, Poozerker, Steve, Muafak, Necro, Sunny Parks, and Esposito. And thanks to the men, the myths, the legends, Steve, Datura Metel, and Gintama for Life. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. I understand it's slightly different than the usual. Let me know if you actually want more random type videos I just kind of feel like making at that given moment. Honestly, I love doing weird stuff. I know I could just go the generic route and whatever, not take risks, but it's so much more fun this way. I hope you agree. Join me on this journey forward. Have yourselves the most wonderful evenings, and remember, you're breathtaking.